Okay, so nice to see you. Can you please introduce yourself and your company?
Yeah, so my name's Parker Graham. I'm the CEO and founder of Finotta. We built a customer experience platform that's embedded in the digital banking channel for banks and credit unions. And its whole entire goal is to drive profitability and create new streams of revenue so that banks and credit unions can finally move into the digital age with their users and with their customers.
Okay, and we're here at the Fintech Meetup. How is it going so far? What's standing out? And also you're speaking here tomorrow. Tell us what that's all about.
Yeah, so we've been selected to kind of present a case study and thought leadership into this new niche we're creating within banking. We've kind of coined it personalized financial guidance, which is really taking the guesswork out of what to do with your money and giving banks the opportunity to actually help their customers completely digitally for the first time. Right now, when you work with a bank, typically you work with a banker or a teller, or you have some kind of relationship there, but you very rarely have a relationship digitally with that bank. You usually use their apps to check your account balances and maybe transfer money, and that's really where the relationship stops. Our company is solely focused at figuring out how to create more engaging experiences in that digital channel. So if a customer comes into a bank every single week, or they never come into a bank ever again, you're able to have that really, really deep connecting relationship with them, however they want to meet you.
And you're specifically focusing on deposits at the moment. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so right now deposits are everything. I mean, 2023, whether it's the things you've seen in the news with SVB, or really just what's happening with the economy in general, deposits are king right now. And our tool is a really, really good deposit gatherer. At the end of the day, we look at users and customers based on the financial journey that they're on, and we try to personalize the user experience to what they're going through. And in a recessionary environment where we might really get constrained on liquidity in the economy, users are going to feel that, customers are going to feel that. And with our technology, a bank or a credit union can immediately deploy a solution that helps them figure out what to do with their money at any moment's notice, whether they need to build an emergency fund for the first time, or pay down debt a certain way, or even start to build wealth, and really anything in between. Our technology really tries to capture that user, and as the bank, help them through that journey as easily and as fast as possible.
And how is the market for fintech here in North America in particular at the moment?
I would say it's very, very frothy depending upon what kind of technology you are. Banks are interesting. I'll just kind of group banks and credit unions together and just call them banks. Yes. Financial institutions, they have to do things really strategically. They can't just throw money at problems. They have to be really, really concise and smart about where they deploy their dollars. So for fintechs like us, we're really in a unique situation because we can drive revenue and profitability in a channel that it doesn't exist in today. Whereas some other fintechs are kind of just like a nice to have. It's nice to have certain things, but when it comes down to brass tacks, driving profitability and engagement with users, with customers, is paramount right now. So if you're a fintech that can actually do that and achieve that at scale, you're going to have a lot of success, especially in North America. I'd imagine it's the same elsewhere, but here in North America, it's really, really important.
Okay, and looking ahead in the next 5 or even 10 years, what trends are you seeing, especially when it comes to the credit and deposit space?
Oh my goodness, so that changes every year, I feel like, if not every month. I think what you'll see over the next 5 years specifically, I'll talk about 5 years, 10 years is too much to even think about. I think you'll see just a unified experience when it comes to the digital channel specifically. And what I mean by that is right now, if you're a customer, you have to have a digital relationship with your bank, and then you also have to have one with your investment advisor, maybe even with your insurance provider. I think eventually what you're going to see is all those are going to come together, and it's all going to be one fluid ecosystem where a bank is going to either have a partner that's an insurance provider or a wealth manager, and they're going to work together to provide one cohesive user experience so that it makes it easy for the user to get the things that they need, right? At the end of the day, we don't need to make these problems more difficult for customers. We need to make them easier. We don't need to have 14 steps to get a bank loan done. We need one. And customers that will receive that from their institutions are going to put more money and more dollars into places that makes their life easier. So it kind of makes sense, right? I'm going to go to places where it's easier for me to have my money and have my money relationships. I think that's what you'll see, especially over the next 5 years.
And how does your company look in-house in terms of how is it structured? Do you have a team that's focusing on digital innovation to always make sure you're staying one step ahead of the game?
Yeah, so that's really my job as the founder. My team, I've got an incredible team of just absolutely awesome people. and they're really tasked with handling the here and now. And because they're so good at what they do, I get to kind of live in fairy tale land and really dream up what the next things that we're going to accomplish are. And so from a founder's perspective, I mean, we're always constantly evolving and iterating on, what our North Star is. Do we need to be moving to the left or to the right or above or below? And especially when the markets kind of turn over all the time, and you've seen that the last 2 months specifically, it's my job to make sure that our ship is going in the right direction, pointed at the North Star that we're pointed at.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much for your time.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it. Yeah.